Hello, my name is Olga, and welcome to today's lesson. On your screen, you can see 3 English idioms. Please think what they mean. You may pause the video for some seconds and try to guess their meaning. So, the meaning of the first is that a good diet will keep you healthy. And in the second idiom, a good physical state is compared to the fitness of a fiddle. I guess the meaning of the third idiom is clear for you. Now you can guess the topic of our lesson. I think you have assumed correctly. Today we will be speaking about healthy habits and healthy lifestyle. Before speaking about it in detail, let's discuss why we need a healthy way of living. What benefits can good health give us? If you are in class, you can discuss it with your partner. Pause the video for a minute and think of the reasons. There are the possible answers to this question. To feel better, to live longer, to have more energy. Today we'll create a map or a scheme about the spheres of your life that you can improve to make your lifestyle healthier. Before we discuss it, please follow the link in the description below the video. There you should find a Word file. Please download it so you can print it and write on it during our lesson. I'll just take a sheet of paper and draw the same scheme. That's what it looks like. Okay. Here are the components of healthy lifestyle that we will discuss today. Rest, sleep, physical activity, healthy food. Today we will fill in the key positions inside each one of these spheres. Some advice. And in the end, you will complete the scheme and you will be able to tell about healthy lifestyle yourself. Now, let's begin from reading the text. At first, let's make sure that you know some words from the text. Well-being, health, lack of problems. Balanced life, life with a healthy balance in all spheres of it. For example, work and rest. Vital, essential, absolutely necessary. Brain function. These are processes that go in your brain. Hygiene, conditions or practices contributing to maintaining health and preventing disease. Pay attention that hygiene is not only about cleanness, but about all spheres of your life. Consistent sleep, it means regular. Exposure to light, being under the light. To refresh, to recharge, to renew, to make new, and in the context of the text, rested. And please, look at the Russian translation and be sure that you understand everything. Can you now, looking at these words, guess what will be discussed in the text? The text will be about 2 areas of our life at once. I think you have guessed correctly. It's about rest and sleep. After you have read the text, be ready to answer some questions. Look at them now, please. Pause the video to do it. There will be some fragments of the text on the screen. So please pause the video and read them. Or you can follow the link and read the text in a more convenient format. You will also see the question there. I advise you to download the file. Here's the text. Now the questions. Firstly, let's discuss rest. Take a sheet of paper and write the answers in it if you haven't downloaded the file. Pause the video and find the answer from the text about rest. Then we'll discuss them. How often do you need rest? Every day. What are the two ways you can rest? You can rest actively and passively. What diseases can regular rest prevent? Excess weight gain, heart disease, and increased illness duration. What type of rest do you prefer? Is it active or passive? Give an example of daily behaviors that you practice or plan to practice in the future. And if you are in the class, you can discuss it with your partner. I'm sure you've given nice examples. That's the possible answer. That's obviously an active way of resting. Now, think of the key points of this part. The highlighting will help you. Now, please write it in the scheme. Don't write sentences, keep it short. Now, let's look at what you should have. So, rest every day, actively or passively, the possible ways you can rest. And an example of rest that you prefer. You can add in the scheme all that you find important. Let's move further and talk about sleep. Please stop the video and answer the questions about sleep, and we will discuss them in a second. So, why sleep is essential for our bodies? It's absolutely vital to the brain function, memory, concentration, immune health, and metabolism. How many hours do you need to sleep according to the article? If you are from 14 to 17, you need 8 to 10 hours. If you are over 17, you need 7 to 9 hours. But don't forget that it's quite individual. What is sleep hygiene? Good sleep habits. What are the 4 tips you can use to sleep better? Stick to a sleep schedule, create a restful environment, don't use screens, and relax before sleep. Now, please, again, put into the scheme the key points. Pause the video to do it. The highlighting will help you again. Let's look at what you should have. So I'm over 17, so for me the norm is from 7 to 9 hours. And here you can see useful advice. Okay, let's move further. Look at the pictures. What is the next section of our topic? As you have guessed, we will be talking about physical activity. You will watch a video and answer some questions. And it will be not only about how exercise can help our body to be healthy, but also our mind. Now, find the link 3 in the description below the video. You need to read the questions from the test, then watch the video, then answer the questions. Then you will receive some comments if you have any mistakes. So please pause the video and do it. Now that you have completed the task and have seen the right answers and comments about these answers, let's summarize everything. So regular physical activity is vital for your health. As we have learned from the video, you should practice exercise every day. It's good both for your body and mind. Regular physical activity can increase your productivity, decrease stress, and make you happier. Let's add that to be physically active means that your heart should be pumping harder than usual, and you should be breathing deeply. The type of exercise can be to your taste as long as this recommendation is observed. Let's put into our scheme the key points. That's what it should look like. Let's move on and speak about healthy diet. But before I tell you about it, please read the following statements and decide whether they are true or false. Then we will discuss the healthy way of eating, and you will be able to check whether your assumptions were correct. Please pause the video and do the task. Okay, let's talk about healthy diet. There are a lot of myths about healthy diet, and some people think it is difficult to eat healthy and that you have to know a lot to do it. But in fact, there are some simple recommendations that are easy to remember. The first key to healthy eating is to eat when you feel hungry. Your body will absorb useful substances if you give them to it in the right time. In other words, when you are hungry. It's also the key to healthy weight, to eat when you are hungry and not to overeat. The next thing you should remember is to keep your diet healthy 80% of the time. So, if you are a fan of fast food, sweets, or anything else, you don't have to forbid it yourself for good. Just keep in mind that the major part of your diet should be healthy. And finally, let's discuss what it means, a healthy diet. Your diet should be varied, but not the way people usually think of this variety. Let's look at the meals you should daily include in your diet. Vegetables, dairy, grain, meat, and fruit. So, to eat healthy means to consume these type of products regularly. So, if you eat all types of meat, but forget about fruit, for example, that's not a diverse diet. The same is true for all types of products that we've discussed. By eating all these types of products, you can make sure that your body gets all necessary vitamins, minerals, fiber, protein, etc. Doctors even say that a healthy diet is preferable to all types of bioactive additives if you don't already have any lack of some substances. So, eating healthy will improve your health. Now that you know all these principles, come back to your task and correct yourself. Follow the link 4 in the description. Please, whenever you have a false statement, think why it is false and what the correct option is. In some seconds, we will check the right answers. Let's check it. Even occasional non-healthy meals can be bad for your health. That's false. It's only necessary to eat healthy food 80% of the time. Eating a new type of fruit every day is an example of a varied diet. False again. You should eat grain, fruit, vegetables, dairy, and meat. Eating healthy can substitute taking vitamins or bioactive additives in case you don't have deficiency of some substances. That's true. To keep your weight within healthy indexes, you have to have healthy eating habits. True again. Let's recap the main rules of a healthy diet. Please, again, fill in your scheme with the most important information. Here is what you should have. Sometimes you may notice that if you visit different websites, watch different videos, or simply talk to different people, their beliefs about health may differ. So, how to know who is right? The answer to this question lays in sticking to recommendations of the World Health Organization, or WHO. It's a specialized agency of the United Nations responsible for international public health. Many countries, including Russia, are members of this organization. They decide what recommendations for organizing your life healthier should be given to people, and they even give doctors recommendations on ways of treatment. In other words, The World Health Organization makes consensus on the health-related questions. They have a user-friendly web page, so I encourage you to go there and learn more about health and healthy lifestyle. And you will find a lot of more interesting information there. So, for example, health-related news, news in Russia, articles about ecology, official statistics on various topics, etc. So go there yourself and investigate. Now our scheme is complete. I have a question for you. How well developed each sphere of your healthy lifestyle is? Thus, how good is your sleep, or how healthy is your diet, and so on. Pause the video and think about it. For example, that's how different parts of my life are developed. The lifestyle circle of my life. Then you can think of a plan how to make changes in problematic spheres of your life. You will need to tell about it in a moment. Again, pause the video to do it. So let's see a possible result. These are the changes that I plan to make in my future. I hope you have managed to complete your scheme. Now, we are at the final stage of our work, creating a monologue in which you will summarize all that you have learned today. So, please prepare to speak for approximately 2 minutes according to the following plan. Introduction, why do we need a healthy lifestyle? Main part, tell what parts a healthy lifestyle consists of and give the main recommendations about each one. Tell whether your lifestyle is healthy. You may tell about problematic spheres you have and give your plans of making your life healthier. And conclusion. Please tell how this knowledge can benefit your life. You can ask your teacher how and when you can present your monologue. For example, you can record it and send the recording to the teacher. Let's make a conclusion. What have we discussed today? We've discussed why we need a healthy way of living. We've created a scheme that can help you to evaluate the quality of your lifestyle and help to change it to a healthier one. Moreover, our scheme is quite capacious, and that will help you to keep in mind the things we've discussed, even long time after our lesson. We've discussed in detail 4 spheres of our life, and I hope you've managed to learn something new. And we've learned about World Health Organization and its potential for learning new information about your health. Apart from it, we've practiced reading, listening, and speaking. We've done a great job. Thank you very much for participating in the lesson. Теперь хотелось бы рассказать, как можно использовать данный урок для обучающихся с ограниченными возможностями здоровья. Я выбрала вариант 5.2. Обучающиеся, имеющие нарушения чтения и письма. Первая мера для таких обучающихся – использование особого шрифта. Данный шрифт облегчит восприятие английского текста за счет особого дизайна букв. Пример такого шрифта вы можете видеть на экране. Также вы можете изучить некоторые его особенности. Данный шрифт можно скачать и применять для работы на постоянной основе. Например, учащимся можно выслать презентацию и дополнительные материалы с измененным шрифтом. Кроме того, существуют сайты, позволяющие конвертировать текст в подобный шрифт онлайн. Так ученикам можно самостоятельно изменить данный им на уроке текст. Эти изменения рекомендуются учащимся с легкой степенью нарушения. Также предлагается увеличить время, отведенное на работу с текстом. Для учащихся с тяжелой степенью нарушения предлагается частичная или полная замена письменных материалов и их озвучиванием. Для этого можно использовать специальные программы, разработанные специально для людей с данными проблемами здоровья. Они позволяют озвучить письменный текст. Более простым решением является использование специальных возможностей Google. Так, в видеоуроке была дана ссылка на Google документ. В нем есть настройки, позволяющие прослушать автоматическую озвучку текста. Наконец, хотелось бы отметить, что для работы с обучающимся с нарушением чтения рекомендовано использование визуальных опор. Презентация, сопровождающая урок, имеет множество таких опор и подходит для учеников с данным ОВЗ. Большое спасибо за внимание. На этом я заканчиваю свое выступление. Все ссылки будут даны в описании.